Long story short, if you're watching this video with the intent of doing a last minute research on this microphone because there's a sale going on and you want to know if you should buy this or not, pause the video right now and go buy that microphone before the sale ends, because this is possibly the best podcast microphone of professional quality in this price range that you can find anywhere online feasibly. So yeah, go ahead, do that. And for the rest of you, a more detailed review. The Maono AU-04 microphone is possibly the best budget price yet professional quality microphone that you can find online, where especially when you compare it to its competitors like the Blue microphone. For an extremely reasonable cost, you get the entire podcast microphone kit and this amazing microphone, which, by the way, this entire video features me doing voiceover through this microphone. So what you're hearing right now, me speaking, is the exact unfiltered, unedited audio output of this microphone. So I've not done any sort of noise cancellation or anything like that. My computer fans are making noise. The fan in my room is on full speed. There's kids playing outside and making a racket every now and then, but for most part you can just hear my voice with extremely less static, if audible at all. And even that static or background noise you can remove in a free software such as Audacity or Adobe Audition if you're into this professionally. Of course, the fact that I naturally have such an amazing voice plays its part, but you know, the microphone does a pretty good job of transmitting it to you in its pristine quality. But in all seriousness, it's an amazing microphone, and in this video I'm gonna go over through the unboxing and assembly of the podcast kit as well as my review of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. The kit is delivered in a rather well-branded box, which is something that pleasantly surprised me, and it contains an assortment of all the parts and peripherals that you will need for all your recording adventures. This is everything present in the box, and we will take a look at all of them individually now. Starting off is the microphone itself. I love the way it looks. It's extremely sleek, professional and minimal. The Maono branding looks really good and also indicates the front side of the microphone, which should be facing your mouth as you speak. It has quite a small form factor. As you can see, it fits very comfortably in my hand, so you can just hold it and carry it around if that's the thing you want to do. Also comes bundled is an extremely high quality foam sponge cover, the shock mount, the extensible arm, the table clamp, the pop filter, and an extremely long 2.5 meter USB type B to USB cable. Attaching the table clamp is as easy as latching it on and screwing it tightly into place. Beware, however, this will require you to have enough space both on the top and bottom. Next, unscrew the screw at the other end of the arm to slightly lighten up the Slightly bend the stem for the shock mount up into a horizontal position so it becomes easier to screw on the shock mount. Keep screwing it in until you feel a tightness, and then bring it back into vertical position to prepare it for insertion of the mic. Inserting the mic is as easy as holding the clamps together, which makes space for the microphone to go in, and then releasing the clamps to let the shock mount hold the microphone in place. Now the only thing left to do is to insert the USB-B cable into the microphone and connect it to your PC. The first few times when you do this, it will take a lot of force from your side because the sockets are tight. Just something to keep in mind. And that's all really. Now you can start using this microphone right away. The foam filter and the pop filter are obviously optional products, but I really recommend that you use at least the foam filter, because without the foam filter the microphone does catch quite some amount of background static noise, but having the foam filter on does help reduce that background static noise, and it'll make your editing life a lot easier. The first time when you put on the foam cover onto the microphone, it'll take quite a lot of effort because the foam cover isn't adjusted to the size of the microphone yet, so just gently keep pulling and pushing onto it, and that's all there is to it. So this is how my voice sounds with the foam filter added. I don't think there's gonna be much of a difference in my voice, but there's going to be a reduction in the background static noise. So I'm just gonna stay silent for a little while and let you hear it for yourself. Adding the pop filter on is also a matter of just latching it onto the arm and screwing it in place until it's tight. After that, bend the adjustable arm to get the pop filter placed between you and the microphone. So this is how my voice sounds with the foam filter and the pop filter added onto the microphone. From my prior experiences with using both of these in combination, I'm gonna assume that the volume of my voice will have reduced noticeably, but it does help eliminate any p and that is, hard enunciation sounds, which can be pretty annoying to hear when you're listening to your audio playback. Now, I personally prefer to use the microphone with just the foam filter on. I feel like the quality of my voice feels the best in this way, but you can trial and error in your own way and check what sounds best for you. So that's all for the assembly, guys. Now, moving on to my review of the microphone. So all in all, I am going to rate this microphone 5 out of 5 because the price of this entire podcast kit, especially during sales, is lesser than the price of just the blue microphone, which is the most popular USB microphone in this segment. And yet everything included in this kit is of extremely high quality. Now there will be marks of usage, wear and tear on my kit because I have been using it pretty roughly for the last 1 year, but when it came in the box, the new product was extremely posh. And even after an year of rough usage, it's still working pretty good, so that goes to say a lot about its quality. Now, I don't know if this microphone will be good for instrumental recording because I don't exactly have any instruments to test with it, so that's not something I can help you out with, and I apologize for that. But yeah, for anything to do with recording your voice, even singing, it does a pretty good job. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? As for negative pointers regarding this microphone, there's just two things that come to my mind, which are mostly just nitpicks, but it could matter to some people, so I'm just mentioning that. For your voice to sound the best, you need to be pretty close to the microphone. Now, as I recede away from the microphone, you will notice that the quality is starting to deteriorate pretty significantly, and only when I'm pretty close to it, like around 5 to 6 inches away from it, that's the point where it sounds the best. So that's something to keep in mind. So you can't just tuck it out of the frame of the camera and expect it to sound the same. For something like that, you will need a shotgun microphone or a lavalier microphone. Second thing is that it does not have any audio outputs for you to connect your earphones and monitor how your audio is sounding, which is a big issue because if you try to do that through Windows, there's a significant delay, which makes it extremely hard to be able to monitor your voice and speak at the same time. Do note, however, that this feature is not available in the Blue Snowball microphone either. It's available in the Blue Yeti microphone, which is a lot more expensive. Also, after recording this video, I did a little bit of research and turns out there is a newer version of the Maono microphone that does support zero latency monitoring, but I could only find it in the American Amazon, so yeah, US viewers, you're in luck. So at the end of the day, do I recommend buying this microphone? Yes, I very much do recommend buying this microphone, and if you're not in a hurry, I do recommend waiting for a sale because during sales the price of this microphone drops further, making it all the better of a deal. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope I helped you reach a decision. Thank you so much for watching, and for whatever endeavors lie in your future, I wish you the best of luck for all of them. So until next video, peace out. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah.